The trial of the woman accused of making a false child abuse report out of revenge is now underway. Robin Niceta is accused of making that false report against a member of the Aurora City Council.
Niceta was a girlfriend of the city's former chief of police. Prosecutors say she was getting revenge on the member of council for being critical of the chief. And today we heard an audio recording of the false report. Investigative reporter Jeremy Hohola has been following that trial and has audio that was played in court. Jeremy.
Hi there, guys. The woman who was dating Chief Vanessa Wilson when this phone call was made last year is facing a felony charge. She's also accused of fabricating a brain condition to avoid this whole criminal case. That's a whole other criminal charge not being tried today. What is the focus of this trial today? The lie that prompted child abuse investigators to focus on a member of city council. Let's review the key names in this case. Robin Niceta is the woman on trial for making a false child abuse report. She's accused of calling a child abuse hotline accusing Aurora City Council member Danielle Jurinsky of abusing her son. A day before that call was made, Jurinsky went on the radio and was highly critical of Chief Vanessa Wilson. The call prompted child abuse investigators to investigate Jurinsky. They eventually concluded there was no crime. Eventually, a woman who oversees the Child Abuse Division in Arapahoe County looked at the phone number connected to that initial call. That number belongs to the personal cell phone of Robin Niceta. Prosecutors then hit Niceta with a felony charge for making that false call. In that call, she's accused of pretending to be an employee at one of Jurinsky's restaurants.
This has been on my mind for the last couple of months. She had it in one of her restaurants that I work in. She was in the bathroom changing his diaper, and I walked in there and she said, "Do you want to see something funny?"
The caller on that phone then goes on to describe a seriously graphic allegation against Jurinsky. Child abuse investigators found no crime. During opening arguments today, a prosecutor said this phone call was out of revenge, but then Niceta's defense attorney made a surprising claim today. He said it was likely former Chief Vanessa Williams who made that call.
This is a case about revenge and retaliation. What the evidence is going to show at the end of this case is that Robin Niceta placed that phone call to the Department of Human Services knowing it was false, but more importantly, knowing what would happen.
When you look at it, who really had the motive for making this false phone call? Was it my client, or was it the chief of police who Ms. Jurinsky called a piece of trash on the radio? I would submit it was the chief of police, and it was the chief of police who had the ability to use that phone to sort of cover her own tracks.
A court eventually awarded Jurinsky $3 million after a defamation claim stemming from that false phone call. This trial continues through this week. A crucial fact here in this case, too, is that Robin Niceta also happened to be a child abuse caseworker. Niceta is facing an obstruction of justice case for claiming she was mentally sick to get out of this trial. She's got a lot of legal trouble right now, so we'll see what happens with this criminal case. Okay.
A lot to follow in the relationships of everyone, so thanks for getting
It's a
through
tangled web.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeremy.